All right, what's going on YouTube? This is Ozzy right here from Gotham City Rogues. We are reviewing week 12. It is the yesterday was the Thursday games throughout Thanksgiving. So I hope y'all had a lot of turkey. I hope y'all had a lot of fun. I hope y'all ate a lot of turkey. I hope y'all ate a lot of ham, whatever your preference is. I myself like to deep fry turkey. All right, so a couple of games played yesterday, so I'm gonna do the prediction video, even though some of the games already got started. But it's fine. There wasn't that many games, so not that many people played. In particular myself, I had three people play yesterday: Antonio Brown, Adam Thielen, and Matt Prater. Andrew Luck, I left him on my bench because he's out. I accidentally left him in some of my other leagues, so it kind of killed me in the other leagues. All right, so I play Suicide Squad, which is George. He's in last place in his division with a much better record than mine. He had Le'Veon Bell, Des Bryant, and he left Golden Tate on his bench. So let's see what our players did. He was projected to beat me. I believe he is not going to beat me. He is not projected to beat me anymore. Antonio Brown had a hell of a game. 3 touchdowns to Antonio Brown. Um, Le'Veon Bell had a pretty good game himself. All around performance. Now, this Bryant, uh, even though the Dallas Cowboys won, Des Bryant and Dak Prescott were not able to connect. He got him a couple times, but nothing in the red zone. The sole touchdown went to Williams. Late in, I believe it was late in the game. All right, so Matt Prater did manage to get quite a bit of points. That's pretty much all Detroit was able to do. They controlled the game, but it was a horrible game all along. I started Adam Thielen. He was going on a 2 game. This would have been his third game with a touchdown, but he did not get it. Um, he had the most receptions since the Houston game. So I kind of thought I was gonna be able to ride the hot hand kind of thing, but it didn't work out. So hopefully Mark Ingram does play. If not, I am gonna go with Taylor Gabriel again, trying to ride the hot hand. He is going on 3 or 4 consecutive games with touchdowns. So didn't work out with Adam Thielen. Hopefully it doesn't backfire on me. But Mark Ingram being questionable kind of made me pick up an extra wide receiver, and I didn't trust any of the other guys that I had on my team. So yeah, so I'm obviously with a big lead here. It's easy to guess that I might win, but it could go any way, man. I've had such a bad year. Now I've had 3 people play, and I'm up by 17 points. So unless LeGarrette Blount has a humongous game, I'm very confident that I should be able to win. All right, so let's check out the next matchup: Super Sauce versus Shake and Bake. Um, I'm assuming that Fernando, previously Dark Adele, changed his name to Shake and Bake because of the very popular Ricky Bobby movie, Talladega Nights: The Battle of Ricky Bobby, Shake and Bake. That's one of the little funny things that him and Ricky Bobby and the other driver say in the movie. So the Shake and Bake must be Ezekiel Elliott, doing his thing, shaking and baking on the field. Now, I also believe this game was predicted to go Super Sauce's way. Now, Fernando is out of the playoffs right now. He needs this win badly. So it was 3 players versus 1 player. Eric Ebron, 0 points. Pierre Garçon, 4 points. Even though Kirk Cousins did throw 3 touchdowns this game, 2 of them went to Jordan Reed, who went out with an shoulder injury and came back and still finished the game in amazing fashion. And he is predicted to play next week. The other touchdown was a big bomb to Deshaun Jackson. He only had 4 receptions for like 120 yards and 1 touchdown. Now, Big Ben must have had a horrible game, but because he had 3 touchdowns, but only came out with 20 points. So it must have been just a horrible game. Unfortunately, I didn't see most of these games. I was cooking the turkey. but I did look at the stats and I have a good idea of how everything went. Asiata was he did score, but he wasn't getting much of the carries. Most of them were going to McKinnon. Um, Marvin Jones, man, that guy is just he's due a game, but he is not getting it done, man. Like just horrible. And Ezekiel Elliott, man, showing that he is the number one running back. He will be number one coming in next year. Um, Le'Veon Bell might be considered to be number one, but he is in a contract year, and they might not re-sign him. So we got to look at different things like that. And I believe that Ezekiel Elliott will be the number one running back going to next year's draft. So Fernando was able to get him I believe, in the second round. So it was pretty cool. And he's been riding him and Freeman and Tom Brady to a very very strong season. So let's check out. More than likely, Fernando's going to win. Um, he's down 1 point and he still has all his players to play. So yeah, so I got Fernando winning this one very easily. All right, so let's check out the next matchup. It is All I Do Is Win, Garza, and not supposed to be here. J Lo used to be Taco Corp. J Lo used to be Taco Corp. Taco Corp. All I Do Is Win was Garza, Ninja Burtles. He's changed his name. Like he changes his game week to week, depending on who he beats and on how he won or whatever. He gets very creative. So does Taco Corp. Very creative himself. Not supposed to be here. He's referring to. He's one of the guys in the league that really doesn't understand. He doesn't watch football. He plays fantasy football with us because he's our friend, but he's one of the guys who's less into football. He has a bunch of stuff going on, work, school, whatever. He's not all about football. Now we do have a theory that someone's helping him manage his team, and that either that or he's paying for insider information, like one of those websites where you pay. But yeah, that's we just joke around with him about that. We're all here to have fun, so yeah, he's not the most knowledgeable guy on football, but it doesn't matter because he's doing amazing. So all power to JLo. All right, but now let's check out what happened here. Now JLo did need to win to make sure that Fernando doesn't get back into the playoffs. Shake and bake. So if he loses, Fernando gets back in. So that's gonna just kill him. Now if Fernando loses and he loses too, they might for the most part stay in the same spot. All right, so let's see what happens. Now, I did mention earlier that Kirk Cousins did throw a couple touchdowns late in the Dallas game, and he threw for 29 points. Kyle Rudolph 6 points. Steelers defense versus Indiana. Now, they should have done more, but they didn't. Andrew Luck didn't play, and they only got 10 points against them, so that was pretty bad. And the Washington kicker only got 6 points. Taco's team not supposed to be here. Frank Gore underperformed. Jamison Crowder was not on the receiving end on any touchdown, so that didn't help. And Robert Kelly, he was pretty much shut down because they were pretty much throwing the whole game. They were trying to catch up. So not being able to run the ball and control the clock and having to play from behind, they were throwing the ball a lot, so they stayed away from Robert Kelly. Now, Dante Moncrief, I recommended him not start Moncrief and start Jamison Crowder, mostly because um, Andrew Luck not playing. I didn't think Moncrief was going to get any targets or a lot of targets. Now Ty went down. He didn't go down for the. I believe he was able to. Right now he's questionable, and I believe he didn't stay out the whole game. He did play a good chunk of it, but once Hilton went out, Moncrief was able to get the most receptions and attempts. Okay, guys, so let's check out Team Moreno versus Grind Time. Grind Time used to be Despicable Lee. I'm not sure why he changed his name to Grind Time. I guess he just wants to grind out some wins towards the end of the year. But him and George are now tied for last place in their division. I seriously doubt they're going to be able to get consecutive wins, and the guys on top get consecutive losses. So, it's pretty much time to bite the bullet kind of situation. If either you're in the playoffs or you're out of the playoffs. All right, so let's check out what they did here. I believe. Well, okay, Grind Time is projected to win. I don't see how he was projected to win. I'm pretty sure Moreno's gonna win. No problem. For some reason, they have Doug Martin and Jay Ajayi's projected to go very low. Now Theo Riddick didn't do anything. Brandon Cooks could be shut down by the Rams defense, and Odell is gonna have a fucking hell of a game versus Cleveland. So Eli and Odell are probably gonna carry Moreno to an easy win. Now he stayed away from Vinatieri and he stayed away from Matt Jones and Dwayne Allen. So hopefully Zach Ertz gets more than 4 points. Now, grind time. He left Anquan Bolden on the bench with 12 points. He might regret that. Cole Beasley was not. He was not on the receiving end of any of Dak Prescott's. Well, he was not on the receiving end of Dak Prescott's sole touchdown. He threw for like less than 200 yards. Jason Witten, same thing, same situation there. It wasn't really a game where they could throw the ball a lot. Josh Norman shut down. He shut down Des Bryant and pretty much threw him off his game, and he was not able to help out the remaining receivers. So now, Wendell Smallwood. Uh, I have a lot of trust in Wendell Smallwood having a good game against Green Bay. This might be the game where Wendell Smallwood takes over the RB1 on the Philadelphia team. Ryan Matthews is hit and miss, but I believe that if they feed Wendell Smallwood, he is going to be a legitimate running back for the remaining of the year, possibly going into and very possibly being a very strong second or third round pick next year. Now, obviously, having Ryan Matthews there kind of kills his potential, but Ryan Matthews is not on a big contract, so hopefully Wendell Smallwood takes control of the Philadelphia backfield and he runs with it, man, because he's young and he's shown potential. So hopefully he can. Now he doesn't plan to Monday night, so it's gonna be a game decided on Monday night because Grind Time has two players playing on Monday night, Jordy Nelson and Wendell Smallwood. But I got my money on Moreno, so sorry, Grind Time. I like I said, you're not gonna grind any out. You're not gonna grind your way into the playoffs, and hopefully I get to see you today at the poker game, man. All right, guys. So Camastillo, Mr. Ronnie versus Dr. Gonçalves, Steven Gronk Tapas. All right. So he has Jordan Reed, who went off, even though he had a shoulder injury, and Deshaun Jackson, who only caught 4 receptions for 120 something yards with one late touchdown. Now he left Dak Prescott on the bench and might turn out and bite him in the ass. But he does have Marcus Mariota starting against Chicago, who just they're gonna Tennessee should control the game and just throw a couple of touchdowns. Jonathan Stewart versus Oakland, David Johnson versus Atlanta. Brandon Marshall, not crazy about Brandon Marshall. I kind of gave up on him in all my other leagues. Devonta Parker versus San Francisco. That's going to be a good game for Devonta Parker. So hopefully him. I started um, I started Ryan Tannehill, so hopefully Devonta Parker and Landry can collect on a couple of touchdowns versus the San Francisco very easy defense. So let's see. Um, Steven has Christian Michael. Kind of man, this guy he was on top of the world and then just fell off, man. So kind of sucks for him. So Dr. Contopis should easily get this win. Ronnie's team is just all over the place, man. Cam Newton has been underperforming all year long. Sean McCoy is his sole shining star in this team. Terrence West slowed down since the beginning of the year. DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller are just not what we expected them to be, and I don't know why he doesn't pick up any other wide receivers. Torrey Smith is not that great, and he does not have any other wide receiver on his team other than Terrell Pryor. Now Terrell Pryor was a legitimate pickup. Had he just gotten creative with some of his lineups and not gone with two Houston wide receivers every single game, Ronnie would not be on an 8 game losing streak. So I really need Ronnie to lose, and I really, really need to win. I don't want to be beer bitch. All right, so again, Ryan Johnny Hopkins and Will Fuller as a 1-2 punch is not helping Ronnie get any wins, so he's probably gonna lose. So yeah, Dr. Grantopoulos is gonna win, and he's number one on the other division. All right, guys. So let's check out the last matchup. It's gonna be the Harambe's versus Thor's Hammer. Thor's Hammer had one team play yesterday. The Vikings defense against Detroit. It was a very bad game. Low scoring game, and the Vikings were not able to stop them. Um, 16 points were given up. Um, let's see, but he does have a lot of good players playing. Derek Carr. Jeremy Hill. Jeremy Hill is gonna benefit from both the um, AJ Green injury and from the Giovanni Bernard injury, so he's gonna be so offensive, everything for that game. Jackson, Chris Ivory with Jackson versus Buffalo is gonna be a very bad game. Julio Jones versus Arizona, they're gonna shut him down. But see, that's why I picked up that guy Gabriel. If they slow down Julio Jones, Gabriel is in the he's gonna get open, or he's gonna have he's gonna be open on the opposite side, so they're gonna have to double team Julio Jones. Somebody's gonna win that matchup. So hopefully it's not Jones, and hopefully it's Gabriel. Mari Cooper versus Carolina. The Carolina front seven are pretty good. The safeties are not that. The safeties and the corners are not that great. So hopefully Derek Carr and Amari Cooper can get on the same page and have a good game. Kobe Fleener versus LA. That's gonna be a tough matchup. Randall Cobb, he is suffering in Green Bay, even though Aaron Rodgers is doing amazing. They can't get any wins, and Devontae Adams and Jordan Nelson seem to be the where he's going, and depending on how the running backs do, Ty Montgomery is also stealing the targets from Randall Cobb, so kind of sucks for Randall Cobb owners. He's one of my favorite players in the last couple of years, but this year he's not. He's not on the same page as Aaron Rodgers. All right, so let's see the Haran Baines. He had two people play. The kicker from Dallas and Matt Stafford. 16 points for Stafford and 8 points for Dan Bailey. He stayed away from Stephon Diggs. So that's one of the reasons I also started Telian because Stephon Diggs was not going to play. So I did it being a low scoring game. It didn't help me out that much. Lamar Miller versus San Diego should be a good game. Matt Forte versus New England should be a good game. Kelvin Benjamin and Oakland can go either way. Tyrell Williams can go either way. Antonio Gates, oh maybe. I hope not, but maybe. And Jordan Matthews versus Green Bay. If it becomes a shootout, Jordan Matthews is gonna benefit from it. So guys, let me see. Let me finish editing the video, and I will upload shortly. I'm gonna try to upload tonight so that I don't upload tomorrow morning. I at least want to have one full day before the season before the week starts. Well, it doesn't start tomorrow, but one full game, one full day where everybody gets to watch the video. All right, guys. Thanks, and click like, subscribe. Man, forward the video to some of your friends. Just let them know, hey, look in this league, I'm winning. Look at the dumb trades that we're doing. Look at the dumb trades that this guy's doing. Fuck anything, man. I would love to just get some more reviews, get some more feedback. Comment, please leave comments. I like that y'all leave some. I believe JLo's leaving comments, negative comments, positive comments, whatever, anything helps. And also, I do listen to any suggestions y'all may have. If you want me to talk more about your team, go power to you. Tonight at the poker game, I'm gonna ask everybody to just do a little bio just talk about your team and how your season went, so that we can all get a good feel for everybody's. I know most of us is most of the people who are watching the game, watching the videos are in the league, but you never know, man. Somebody out there probably just watching these videos and it's like, hey, these guys look like fun bunch of fun guys. Well, so let's show them how fun we really are, man. All right, so like I said, hopefully I get to see most of y'all tonight at the poker game. I'm gonna show up a little late, but don't worry, I will show up to take all y'all's money, and I'll see y'all then.